What's up, y'all? Golden Era here. I just wanted to talk about something that kind of annoyed me earlier today. I was watching a bunch of WrestleMania predictions and previews on YouTube, and it seems like the cool thing to do is like shit on the product, which is understandable if the product is shit, but it's actually really good this year. And if you allow me the time, give me about 10 minutes of your time, I will explain why this is legit a good fucking WrestleMania, and you should be excited. Now, I usually get hyped for WrestleMania. That's nothing new. I'm a wrestling fan. Me and pro wrestling go way back. My first memory was Demolition. When I was so young, I thought they were actual demons. So as you can see, I go way back. And I'm a smart. You know what I mean? Wrestle Kingdom 10, I watched it. Wrestle Kingdom 9, I watched it. If there was a match at Wrestle Kingdom 7 or 8, excuse me, that was Harold is awesome. I watched it. Although, however, back then I was watching a lot more Pro Wrestling Noah because Pro Wrestling Noah was the better of the two in ring. So I know my in ring stuff. You know what I mean? And personally, I'm just upset because WrestleMania looks good. When you look at the card, it's a really good card. It is fucking stacked. And it kind of upsets me that everybody's like, oh, this card looks like shit. There's no build, blah, blah, blah. When the card looks fucking amazing, and I honestly think you're all going to eat crow this time next week. With Mania is about to be over by the now. By the time you're watching this, Mania is over. If you're watching this next week, and you're gonna be like, "Oh well, shit, Golden Era was right. That was fucking awesome." Because it's going to be awesome. Like I don't understand. If you're a wrestling fan, it's going to blow your fucking mind. So I don't understand why wrestling fans are hating on it. I feel like it's just a cool thing to do, which is bullshit. I understand if the card was shit, then I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm not that excited. This card is shit." But this card is fucking great. It's great. So I'm going to run through it and explain why the fuck, like, now the pre-show, Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal or whatever, 20-man Battle Royal. That's pre-show. That's not even a real show. When you look at a show like Wrestle Kingdom 9, Wrestle Kingdom 10, I believe Wrestle Kingdom 10 had a Battle Royal. It's something that you do. It gets everybody a time to be on the grand stage. You may not be a fan of some of the jobbers, like the Social Outcasts, the Big Show and Kane, blah blah fucking blah. But there's somebody out there that is a fan of them, and they're going to be on the Battle Royal, and that's good because it exposes everybody to the cast of characters that are there. And it's a good old fashioned battle royal. Who doesn't like a battle royal? Battle royals are kind of fun in their own weird way. I'm not too big on them, but I understand why it's happening. And it gets the entire staff out there. Like the whole roster gets the show. Like what's wrong with that? You know what I mean? Spread the love around. It's a good thing. Then you got the Usos versus the Dudley Boys. The Dudley Boys. Like, how are you hating on the Dudley Boys? We're talking former New Japan Tag Team Champions, former TNA Tag Team Champions, former WCW Tag Team Champions, former WWE Tag Team Champions, former ECW Tag Team Champions, former AJPW Tournament winners. Why are you mad at the motherfucking Dudley Boys? Like, they've been heels and they've been doing good. Everybody's like, oh, the build has sucked. Have you not watched the Dudleys for the past couple of weeks? They've been doing good. They've been doing good as bad guys. They've been doing a good job. So like, why are you bitching about the Dudleys? And then this is one of the hypocritical things I noticed that really pisses me off. You guys bitch about the motherfucking Usos, but then you turn around and you love the motherfucking Bullet Club. You love the motherfucking the Young Bucks. You know what I mean? I love the Young Bucks too, like Bullet Club, but they do the same fucking spots basically. You know what I mean? Like they do the super kick party. Okay, you watch the super kick party and you like that, but then you watch the Usos do the same fucking spot and you don't like it. What the fuck? It's the same fucking spot. They're doing the same things. What are you mad at? It doesn't make sense. So that's going to be a good match, and I bet you we're going to see a table. There's going to be a table, and somebody's going to go through it, and you guys are bitching. You're still bitching about it. I mean, it's obvious somebody's going through the table. They've been fucking teasing it for like the last 2-3 months, and you guys are still bitching. Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn versus Dolph Ziggler versus Zack Ryder versus Sin Cara versus The Miz versus Stardust in a ladder match. And you guys are bitching. Do you know how many spots are going to be in that match? It's going to be awesome. That match is going to be fucking life risking. They're going to fall off of stuff and land through other stuff, and it's going to be great. Why are you bitching? Like, are you upset about that match? Because that match is going to be good. And then when that match passes, you're going to be like, oh, well, actually, that was pretty good. This pay per view is actually kind of good. And you got the New Day versus the League of Nations in a 4-on-3 handicap match. Now, earlier I heard it was going to be 4-on-4, but it is the New Day, and the New Day are insanely over. Like, if you don't like the New Day, I don't know what the hell's wrong with you. And if you don't like Del Rio, Sheamus, Rusev, and Wade Barrett, you must just not like agile hosses, because those guys are somewhat agile. You know what I mean? The Enziguri Del Rio does is beautiful. The bro kick by Sheamus always looks good. Wade Barrett's elbow is fucking fantastic. And Rusev, his surfer sidekick he does is badass. Why are you guys mad at the League of Nations? And why are you mad at the motherfucking New Day? They're awesome. They're going to have a great showing. New Day will probably come out with fucking rainbows and unicorns, and you guys are talking shit. But I bet when that shit happens next week, you're all gonna fucking, oh my god, that was great. But fucking gotta bitch about it because it's the internet, which I understand. But I don't think this card deserves to be bitched about. You know what I mean? Charlotte versus Becky versus Sasha. Like, come on. High possibility they steal the show. High possibility they get a 4.5, 4.75, maybe even a 5-star match. The build has been great. If you've watched NXT and you followed these women, the build is through the roof. I'm talking years and years of build. So if you haven't noticed the build, that's on you. You can't be saying it's the WWE's fault that you haven't liked the build. They've been building this fucking matchup for years. That's on you, straight up. I know I sound like a fucking mark. I don't care. Everybody else is sounding like a mark, but they're fucking mal-informed marks. Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar, no holds barred match. Motherfucking Dean Ambrose, former CCW guy. CCW, you know that fucking indie promotion where they hit each other with light bulbs and light each other on fire and use branding irons and use barbed wire and fucking, you know, fucking weed whackers and beds filled with nails and fucking thumbtacks. Dean Ambrose at WrestleMania in a no holds barred match against Brock Lesnar. How are you not excited for that? If I was the mind that you're not excited for that. AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho is probably going to be at least a 4.5. Chris Jericho is one of the best performers of the last 20 years. Future Hall of Famer without question. And AJ Styles is top 5 in the world today. How are you not excited for that? Oh, because we've seen it 3 times. No, you fucking haven't. No, you fucking haven't. You've seen it maybe once or twice. And then fucking the bunch of those other times didn't fucking count because it ended in DQ and they did bullshit that they do just to make sure you watch Raw and SmackDown. Those fucking matches didn't count. They weren't more than 20 minutes. Hell, I'll go so far as to say the first match they had way back when at fucking Fastlane, that shit didn't count. And that shit was great. All of you motherfuckers were kissing ass about that match. Oh, that match was fantastic. That shit didn't even count. It was only 20 minutes. I'm guessing, I damn near guarantee, that at Mania they will get about 30 minutes and they're going to blow the motherfucking roof off of the place. They're going to blow it off of the place. And by then, all you marks that are like, oh no, this Mania sucks, this Mania is going to be shit, I don't like it, you're going to be fucking giddy. You're going to be fucking like heroin addicts all fucking passed out from how good the wrestling is and shit. I'm just going to be chilling because I'm fucking used to watching a lot of fucking wrestling. It's not a big deal to me. I'll just be like, yeah, that was good. You fuckers are going to be fucking overdosed. And then you're going to come on the internet and be like, this is the best WrestleMania I've ever seen. And the show's not even fucking over yet. And you got fucking Kalisto versus Ryback. Shouldn't get more than 15 minutes. And their styles are contrasted enough that it will be a good match. And you know what else? Ryback is a big guy. I know what you're saying. Who cares? I care. Because when you get a little guy to work with a strong base like that, a big guy like that can actually lift him up and throw him around and fucking, if fucking Kalisto falls wrong, he falls on this huge fucking body that is Ryback so he won't get hurt. When you get a match like that, they work well with each other. They're going to do some crazy shit. Because Ryback is fucking huge and Kalisto's little and they're going to be able to work well. When Ryback clotheslines Kalisto, it's going to look 5 times crazier than it would normally. When fucking Kalisto does some flippy shit off of Ryback, it's going to look 10 times crazier than it does normally. But you guys don't think about shit like that. Triple H versus Roman Reigns. It's Triple H. Like, Triple H could work a fucking 4-star match with me. You know what I mean? It's Triple H. If you're not expecting a good match there, if you think that Roman can't put on a good match, then you're just plain wrong. At the very least, it's going to be 4 stars, and it's going to be passable. By the end of that match, you're going to be like, wow, I actually enjoyed that. What the fuck is wrong with me? And the super weird thing is that match that is like a 4-star match is the cool down match. That's the cool down match. That's the match that'll bring everybody down. And if you think they didn't do that on purpose, you're fucking stupid. They did it on purpose. It's supposed to bring everybody down. But the fucking rest of the pay-per-view is so fucking high up that it's up here. The rest of the pay-per-view is up here. So when they're cooling it down, they're only cooling it down to about here. And then they're going to bring it up even higher with Shane versus Taker and Hell in a Cell. And if you don't think Shane versus Taker and Hell in a Cell is going to deliver, then you must not know your history. Because Taker has delivered in every Hell in a Cell he's ever been in. And Shane has delivered in every main event he's ever been in. If you fear that Shane won't jump off of the motherfucking Hell in a Cell, then I tell you to go watch the fucking match where he jumped off the Titantron, where he was up higher than the fucking Hell in a Cell. He's already done it. Now, I don't know if he does it. He may not jump off of the Hell in a Cell, in which case we'll get a smosh. I think personally there's about 80% that Shane's gonna fucking daredevil his ass off of the Hell in a Cell. I think it's about 80%. But if he doesn't, then we get a smosh. And what does that mean? That means somebody's gonna come in the ring and interfere. If you're wondering who, I'll tell you. It's going to be somebody that we've been wanting for a long time. It's either going to be the Bullet Club, which will make all of the internet smarks super happy, or it's going to be motherfucking John Cena, and John Cena will turn heel. That's how Mania looks. And you guys are bitchy. I don't get you. It's going to be great. It's probably going to be the best Mania of all time. And you guys are bitching. Be for Victor.